Obituaries, a presentation of Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel in Sylacauga on Highway 21 North, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home is Curtis & Son Funeral Home, 256-245-4361. That's Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Also, obituaries brought to you by Earlene's Flowers and More on the Talladega Highway. Memorial service for Johnny McEwen Parker, age 72, of Sylacauga, will be Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. from Curtis & Son North. Mrs. Parker died May 17th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Online condolences at curtisonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Juanita Rayfield Shell, age 77, will be today at 2 p.m. from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home. Reverend Tommy Thornton officiating. Burial in the Old Wagufka Cemetery. Mrs. Shell died Wednesday, May 18th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Visitation today, 10:30 until 2 at Radley Smith Funeral Home. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Mrs. Shell was a member of the Sullivan Baptist Church, Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Sandra Hana, age 70, died at UAB Hospital in Birmingham on Thursday. Curtis & Son Funeral Home announcing Sandra Hannah, age 70, passed away at UAB yesterday. Curtis & Son Funeral Home announcing. Steve Randall Billingsley, age 44, died at a West Florida hospital on May 17th. The graveside service will be held here in Sylacauga on Saturday at 11 a.m. in the Evergreen Cemetery. The station prior to the graveside from 10 until 11 at Curtis & Son North. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Minister Marvin Gay Dates, age 49, is 1 o'clock Saturday at Peace Baptist Church with Reverend Van Tony Welch officiating. Interment in the King's Chapel Cemetery. Minister Dates' body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Memorial service for Stephen K. Elders, age 54, will be 3 o'clock Saturday, May 21st at Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega with Reverend Wesley Johnson officiating. The family receiving friends 1 hour prior to the service. Mr. Elders died May 18th at St. Vincent's Hospital in Birmingham. He was a member of the Talladega Creek Baptist Church. Online condolences at urseryfuneralhome.com. Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega directing. Doris Fincher Houston, age 73, of Talladega, died Wednesday, May 18th at Shelby Baptist Medical Center. The family receiving friends today 2 until 4 at Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega, followed by a memorial service at 4 at Ursery. Ms. Houston was a native and lifelong resident of Talladega. She was a member of the Trinity United Methodist Church. She was retired from the Talladega County Circuit Clerk's Office. In lieu of flowers, donations can be made to the American Heart Association. Online condolences at urseryfuneralhome.com. Ursery Funeral Home, Talladega directing. Funeral service for Dante Jamal Morris, age 34, is Saturday, May 21st at 11 o'clock from Kelly Springs Baptist Church. The Reverend L.L. Jacobs, the pastor, and the Reverend Desi Spradling, eulogist. Interment in Midway Memory Gardens. Mr. Morris died May 14th at Regional Medical Center in Anniston. And Anniston Funeral Service directing. Funeral service for Glovis Christopher Swain, age 48, will be Saturday at 1 o'clock from Pine Grove Baptist Church in Sylacauga. Visitation today 1 until 8 at the funeral home. The body will lie in state 1 hour prior to the service. The family will receive friends at Sean Swain Residence at 225 Estate Circle in Childersburg. Mr. Swain died May 16th. Community Funeral Home in Sylacauga in charge of the arrangements. Funeral service for Mary E. Thomas, age 70, is Saturday at 11 o'clock from New Hope Baptist Church in Sylacauga. Burial in the New Hope Church Cemetery. Visitation 1 until 8 today at the funeral home, with a family hour from 4 until 6. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Graveside service for infant Millie Catherine Watts will be today at 2 o'clock from Pine Hill Memorial Park. The Reverend Jack Washington officiating. Online condolences at urseryfuneralhome.com. Ursery Funeral Home, Talladega, directing. Graveside service for Robert Mitchell Millender, age 79, is noon today at Millender Cemetery. Mr. Millender died May 3rd at his residence, Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary, directing. Funeral service for Courtney Martez Ragland, age 31, is 2 o'clock today at Bellevue Baptist Church, with Reverend Timothy Caldwell officiating. Interment in the Sycamore Cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary, directing. Funeral service for Julia M. Scales, age 80, is today at 11 a.m. from Greater Ebenezer Baptist Church in Talladega. Burial in the Knoxville Cemetery. Mrs. Scales died May 16th. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Homegoing celebration for Mrs. Angela Regina Thomas is today at noon from New Hope Baptist Church, with burial in the New Hope Cemetery. Madden Funeral Home, Sylacauga, in charge of the arrangements. Funeral service for Mr. John Grady Shockley, age 94, of Alexander City, is this afternoon at 1 p.m. from Ray Baptist Church. Dr. Albert Pike and Reverend Mike Jones officiating. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. The family receiving friends today, 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. at Ray Baptist Church. Mr. Shockley died Tuesday, May 17th at Chapman Healthcare. He was a member and faithful deacon for 50 years at Ray Baptist Church in Alexander City. He served his country during World War II at Pearl Harbor. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City, in charge of the arrangements. This obituary report brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg, 256-245-4361. Your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home is Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Obituaries in part as well brought to you by Earlene's Flowers and More. Say it with flowers from Earlene's, 256-245-5235.